Namaste and welcome to class. And thank you so much for sitting with me with your undivided attention. In this class, we are going to talk about the three minds and relationships. In your mental body, which is part of a unit of energy, we have a study that you have 4 main energy fields that are part of the experiential self. You have your physical body, you have your magnetic self, you have your emotional self, and you have your mental body. All these 4 bodies are facilitating for you the experiencing, number 1. Number 2, are facilitating for you the mirror of your creation. What others think are in sync with your own thoughts, with your own feelings, with your own belief systems. What you are attracting is in sync with what you need to see where you are at. So the exterior is never about controlling the exterior. It's about observing and accepting, and this is the key for an effortless life, accepting that this is part of your creation and that your creation is speaking to you and that you don't need to modify absolutely nothing. You just simply need to observe. And the observation is done through the senses, through the quality of your senses, and through the mind, giving you either the right perception or the wrong perception, meaning how close is to the truth or how far is from the truth. For example, if I see somebody coming close to me with a little frowny face, and I'll say, oh, that person don't like me. And that person, I don't like her because she is never liking me. And we don't consider that this person have a bad day or a bad situation. We make things personally. That is wrong perception. The right perception is to see or the fact this person is in bad mood. And I am engaged either to neutralize that, to uplift that, or to sympathize with that either it take you down or it take you up. And it takes the other up or it takes the other down. So relationships very much are, if they are healthy, it's when you have the right perception. It's when you are not taking things personally and you're seeing the other with a compassionate, accepting way. It's a mirror. Now, this mirror, when entering into the mental body, in the mental body you have 3 minds. And with that is very much polarized by the polarities of life, the positive charge and the negative charge. The negative charge is protective. It wants you to be safe and it won't make things to move ahead so you are not taking any risk. So in that negative mind, let's say, you present it, oh, I want to save money to go to Asia. And then the negative mind, no, you cannot go to Asia, but because in Asia is illness and is things that you heard or memories or comments, you put it together and it says, no, I won't change. I will keep with my same rigid mind to make me safe, to make me contained, to make me where I am. So it has its function. of course, the negative mind, right? We don't want to do things that are against our safety. But at the same time, if we are not checking that mind, in relationships, you start communicating obstacles. No, you cannot do that. It's not good for you. You start giving advice against to make things that holds the other back. Then is the other polarity, is where in relationships, one of the minds, the positive minds say, oh, we can do anything. We can buy a new car, we can travel, I would like to do this. And the other agrees. And you work towards that, hopefully, and you find out that it's a bit unrealistic or it's not the proper timing. So the positive mind doesn't have the right readings of the facts, and it can take you a little bit off balance. But when it's in relationships, then it becomes a bit superficial. You're very positive, you want to help, you want to love, you want to accept the other, you want to pretend that you have not been hurt, you want to just maintain the peace around. But then is that mind that it cannot be sustained for a long time if it's not going into the negative charge and say, hey, look what you are doing. You are overextending. You are crossing boundaries because you are way too expansive, too ungrounded. So in order for the relationship to be balanced, you need to tap into the neutral mind. And in the neutral mind, there are three things that you need to observe. Number one, you are free of judgments. You are not saying, this is good, this is bad. You are not saying, I want you to be in a certain way. You are not directing the other to be in any way. You cannot change anything on the other. You don't have a desire to change anything. You're respecting the evolution of the other. That is part of no judgment. And that applies obviously to yourself. I have really good friends, super smart guy, and he's stuck in self-judgment. He's stuck to say, oh, I am not good, I am failing in my life, I am a failure, nobody loved me, and because nobody loved me, I cannot attract any relationship or any woman who actually can respect me and love me. That is not in neutral mind. That is in self-condemnation. It's the distortion of the negative mind. It's too much negative mind. So the neutral mind simply see the fact as what they are. So they are descriptive. This is what is happening. Is this what is happening? This is how I am seeing it. So that's the third thing. It's descriptive. It have no judgment. It observes what is in there really and tells you what is in there with no charge of anything, with no value, good or bad, with no direction or wanting to direct it to a certain place. No, just simply observing. And this is the beginning of a beautiful relationship with your own witness and with your partner. Because once you have the neutral mind, you create self-respect towards you, and you create and respect the other evolution, of the state of evolution, of what is the process the other goes through. You don't get involved, you don't make it personally, you don't want to rescue it, you don't want to modify it, and you don't want to feel that you are the hero because you are the right, you are in the right. So, in communicating with your own mind, there's only one solution to get to that neutral, and it's meditation. When you have a daily practice of meditation accompanied with breathing, you are educating and pointing towards your neutral mind. You are debilitating the polarities of the mind. And without the polarities of the mind, the emotions naturally calm down and you are able to see the other for what they are rather than to see your own creation, your own emotions, your own things that have nothing to do with the other. That is self-sovereignty, and it's a sovereignty that allows you to really relate. There is no other way. If you see the other through the lens of your own interpretations, you're in love with your own interpretations, and you want your own interpretations to go in a certain way and manifest certain things, but you're not really seeing the other for what they are. And that creates sadness in you and disconnection in the other. Your heart is hungry, it wants the other, it becomes needy, you become needy, but you don't know how to solve it. So it's all about educating your mind to be neutral and to be okay with that. Therefore, your life is full of acceptance. You have no polarities, you have no discriminations, you have just a heart that is content to live your life the way it is with no polarizations. Thank you so much for sitting with me, and I will see you in our next class. Namaste.